A beautiful morning to all of you. Once again, welcome to my session. And today we are going to talk about how to become an abundant thinker. So without wasting any time, I would love to start and deep dive into this session by first giving a very brief introduction about me, although most of you know who am I and what I do. But still just a small and brief introduction. And that is that I am a mindset makeover specialist and a professional coach, and I am here to help people to take quantum leap in their life, especially in their career. So today's session is completely dedicated to those people who would love to think in an abundant manner. And we are going to do that by understanding the entire process at two levels, okay? Because as I always believe, and I have learned this, through my personal experience, that things happen always at two levels. First at the mindset level, and second then at a spiritual level. So the moment we start using the power of mindset and spirituality together, we take an exponential jump. We don't go step by step, but you might see that you might surpass certain steps and you will directly jump into a higher platform. And that's so beautiful. That's what exactly mindset does. So let's begin today's session and let's see that what is the ABC of mindset wherein we can think abundant in life, right? So as we say that you don't get abundance, you tune into abundance, okay? So abundance is not something that is physical. Abundance is not something that you can actually get in your materialistic world, right? Although we name it when we see things happening in our physical world, but the process does not begin when we are talking about abundance in physical form. It all begins at a spiritual, at an energetic, or at an emotional level. And how does that begin? It all begins with energy. So just to give you a brief synopsis of how we work, we all have a very particular system of working, and this entire universe is made up with a very simple and processed manner so that everybody can understand and apply those processes to, we call them sometimes laws, or we also call them principles, right? So this is how we love to operate all over the world in the entire universe. And that is how abundance also works. So first thing begins, everything in life is through energy. When the moment we are in the energy, and we all are energy beings. So the moment we are in energy, we start making thoughts. And the moment we make thoughts, we get into a particular vibration, right? आप सबने ये बात सुनी होगी कि जब आपके thoughts अच्छे नहीं होते, when you are thinking negative, जब आपके विचार अच्छे नहीं होते, then you start attracting bad things or negative things or not very productive things, and which is very true. Why? Because you are vibrating at a particular frequency, and that frequency has to offer you that only. So just to give you an example, if you are going to a grocery store, you are going to get grocery over there. You are not going to get clothing, so you're not going to get shoes over there, right? If it's a very pure grocery store that does not offer anything else. So same way it depends, whatever thoughts you are thinking, you are going to get connected to those vibrations, and those vibrations are going to work on a particular frequency, and that frequency is going to give you only what is there for you to receive it, right? Same way, if you want to think abundantly, then you have to be tuned to a frequency, okay? Now, many people say that, I am always abundant thinking, and I am really trying hard to manifest things, and I know a lot about law of attraction, which is absolutely a great thing. And I'm not going to defy those people. I'm not going to say that, okay, probably you're not doing the right thing, because what happens is that it's not about me, it's about them. If you are doing the process right, you have to get abundance. There is no other way. You have to get what you are trying to desire in your life. Okay. So there is no way wherein I can give you a justification for the things that you are doing. It is up to you to decide what is your intention, what is the process that you are following, and what are the results that you are getting. Like, results never ever lie. So if somebody is having challenges in relationship, and somebody wants to get into the feeling of abundance where the person feels that I want to be loved by everyone, and that is missing in your life, it's a clear sign that you are not tuned to the right frequency. You are tuned probably to a wrong frequency, or a frequency that is not meant to achieve what you want to achieve in life. So you will have to mend your ways, change your thinking so that you can easily upgrade to the new frequency. So let's talk about A, B and C of being abundant in life. And when I say A, B, C, then literally they are ABCs, because they are the basic foundational things that you must understand and start applying if you want to become abundant thinker. So first is A. And A is all about awareness, right? Till the time you are not aware that where are you, and second, where you want to go, nothing is going to change in life. When you go to buy a movie ticket, you know which movie you want to see. And that's the reason your actions are completely synchronized in a manner that are going to give you the result of what you want to achieve. Same way, where are you right now and what you want to achieve is the first awareness that you must have. Let's talk from a mindset point of view, that what is that one thing that most of the people are doing wrong only at the starting point. So forget about what they are doing later on, but their initial beginning itself is not clear. When people are thinking about what they want, they are often not thinking what they want. They are often thinking what they don't want, and their entire wish, desire, goal, everything is based on to avoid what they don't want, right? So I have already spoken about this in my many videos and previous sessions also, but I can't emphasize enough how important it is. Whenever we are doing anything with an intention of fear, or by escaping from the kind of misery we might face, then the results are very different. Abundance is a feeling which is completely associated with love, with lots and lots of expansion, with lots and lots of freedom. Okay, freedom to choose, freedom to live, freedom to imagine, freedom to visualize, and freedom to enjoy. And there is a very beautiful saying, and it's a very deep saying, which is completely associated with the process that we are going to learn today. So hear this out. Abundance is something which people say that it's infinite, but this entire statement sums it up so beautifully. And that statement is that from abundance, I took abundance, and still abundance remained. So most of the people are not even aware that what is abundance. Abundance means infinite, and we all have an equal access to it. So the starting point for 95% people is absolutely incorrect, because they are thinking in a common way. And what is that common way? The common way is our false conditioning, which we all have been brought up with. And what is that false conditioning? The false conditioning is, if I win, someone has to lose. Do you remember in our school time when we used to participate in any competition, in any race or any kind of a drawing competition, and how the children or the child who used to come first was said that, okay, these are the three children, first, second, third, they were applauded, they were rewarded, but the rest were made to feel unconsciously that they are losers. Do you get that? And this is the same false conditioning that makes us believe that if I am winning, that means somebody is losing. So if I am gaining, somebody is definitely being deprived of. Okay, so many people cannot start only with the thinking that I don't want to be the reason for someone to go through a misery, और मुझे किसी का हक नहीं छीनना है, या मुझे उस खुशी में नहीं जीना कि मैं किसी और को डिप्राइव कर रहा हूँ या कर रही हूँ, right? These are all programmings, these are all beliefs that we have stored unconsciously in our mind. So this is a common way of thinking that if I win, somebody has to lose, otherwise it cannot be a win. And the lawful thinking, on the other hand, says exactly the opposite what I am saying now. And what it is, and it says the lawful thinking is, if I win, you win. If I win, everybody wins. Because this life, this world, this entire universe is full of abundance. You cannot take enough from the ocean if you just carry a small bucket with you, right? If God has given you an access and tells you that, okay, go to the ocean and bring as much sand probably you can, or bring as much water as you can, and you just choose to take a bucket with you, then that's your problem. That's your way of thinking. God has given us an infinite access. But a person who is aware, a person who is wise enough, a person who understands this process will never go with a bucket, will go fully prepared, probably with 1, 2 or multiple number of tankers, to bring the water or the sand or whatever is there for their requirement, because they know everything will be replenished. It is infinite. तो पहले तो अपनी हमें थिंकिंग ही चेंज करनी पड़ेगी that what is abundance. Abundance is infinite resource, and it never ever means that it is limited. So whenever you are thinking that if I get something, anybody else is going to lose, or if somebody has already got it, then I am not going to get it, that is a very low thinking, which is called the scarcity thinking. So we need to first overcome this thinking by creating an awareness that we all are one, and we all have the similar access, and everything in this world is full of abundance. And when you start the process of manifestation with this awareness, then you are not going to create stress while manifesting, right? बहुत सारे लोग मुझे बोलते हैं that I'm really trying hard to manifest my goals, I'm really trying to bring the things in my life, but I can't. And of course, manifestation is a process of love. As I mentioned, manifestation is a process of feelings, good feelings. The moment you try too hard, you are giving a signal to the universe that you are already living in fear, you are already living in scarcity. And that is the feeling which is going, the feeling of love, the feeling of oneness, the feeling of connectedness, the feeling of abundance is not going from you. So you might be doing the process in your mind, but as I mentioned in the beginning, law of attraction, manifestation, thinking abundance is more of a feeling of being emotional, of being spiritual. It is less of being mental. So this is one thing that you must remember, that everything in this world is full of abundance. It is up to you. How big can you think? Okay, so if somebody has to climb the Mount Everest, the person has a very clear-cut goal in his mind that I want to climb there. And the person starts seeing the peak of Mount Everest every time. It is not the person is going to visualize the base camps that, okay, I've reached the first base camp and the second and the third. Now see this. These are the things which are very practical when you are doing things in your physical life. For instance, if you want to drive from point A to point B, you are going to definitely figure out that my first stop will be after 50 kilometers, then probably I'll again take a pit stop for my breakfast, and then I'm going to take another 100 kilometers, and that is how I'm going to reach my destination. But that is a process that is called your present state process. Okay, that is your natural process. When you want to be an abundant thinker, when you want to manifest in abundance, you will have to let go of your present state, because with your present state, you can never ever manifest what you don't have in life. If you are somebody who is thinking that I want to get a dream house and that's worth 5 CR, but presently I don't have even 50 lakhs in my bank, right? And that is what our dreams are about, because we have infinite potential. Now, if you start figuring out how can I build 5 CR so that I can buy this process, then you are making yourself stuck in your natural state, in your present state, which is absolutely not going to work for you. Manifestation, thinking abundance needs to be in a different state, and that state is called the creative state. And what is the creative state? Creative state is something wherein you don't know how you are going to get it, but you just know what you want it. So you know you want a bungalow, you know you want to manifest the best person in your life, you know that you have to live a comfortable life or a lavish life probably, and you know that you are building a business wherein you're going to serve millions of people, but you don't know how. And this is the real pure creative state. So this is like something, if you know Alexa, right? And we say, Alexa, play this music for you. Alexa, can you tell me how's the weather today? Alexa, can you tell me that what is going to be the weather in next few days, right? And Alexa tells you everything. Just remember, God has Alexa and you don't have. So let God take Alexa and figure out how it is going to do it for you. You don't have to figure out how it is going to, because trust me, जब आप अपने how को figure out करते हैं, you are using your present state of mind. You are using your limited state of mind. So you're going to think that, okay, 5 CR villa, how am I going to buy? Probably I have some fixed deposits. I can sell one of my properties which I have and I can get 1 CR from there. I can take a loan, and if I work hard for next 2 years, I can save this much, and maybe after 3.5 to 4 years I will buy my dream house. That is your present limited state of mind. But anything that people manifest does not come from their limited state of mind. It comes with the creative state of mind. And what is that creative state of mind? Creative state of mind is when you're connected one with the source energy. Excuse me. So I read a very beautiful way of looking to things. Somebody had asked a question that if the creator created us, who created the creator? Do you get that? So what first thing that we do, or we create limitation in our mind, is that we create a very huge gap between us and the creator. So for instance, if you believe in any god, then you would always put God on a higher pedestal and you will consider yourself low. There is nothing wrong in that, as long as you know that God and you are one. But the moment energetically, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, we create this gap, we are creating a barrier in between us, saying that God is somebody whom we do not have a very free access to, because we are lower and the God is higher. So first thing you need to do is that you have to break that barrier, right? And think God as the source. And what is the source? The source is the energy. It is the energy which is everywhere. And that energy has all the information, all the resources, every single thing that has been made on earth till now. It has everything already present in that energy. We just need to tap into it and take that thing. You are a part of that source. Now, if you want to name that source, that divine power, that intelligence, whatever, as God, please do that. But just make sure that you are a small piece, or you are a part of that source, of that God. That will give you a lot of courage to always be in your power, that you are not alone. You are always guided, you are always supported, and you have the same power that the source has. But just because of our childhood conditioning, we've been made to think that we are built with limited potential. And that is not the case. That is absolutely not the case. So being an abundant thinker, first is the awareness that you are one with the source. And whatever you want, you can actually get it. Law of attraction is not magical. If people are thinking it is magic, something magic happens, you are already creating a separation, because you think it happens by magic and you are not aware how does that magic takes place, and you are doing hit and trial. So some people get it, some don't. It is a system, but it is more of an emotional and spiritual system that you need to follow. Okay, so you need to plug into the source and be one. You cannot be separated from the source. Whenever you are manifesting, First is awareness. Think that you are completely plugged into whatever your wish or desire is, and you are that thing. And there is no other reason that you will not get it. I'm giving you lots and lots of, I would say, understanding through my awareness, through my experiences. The moment I have let go of my conditioning, of my logical ego mind saying that who the hell do you think you are? You cannot do this. This is so difficult. Earning money is very difficult. Being wealthy is very difficult. That was my programming, that I need to work harder and harder and harder. And trust me, the harder I worked, the more separation I kept creating myself with the source. Because the more logical I became, the more worldly I became, I got disconnected with the creative process. And the creative process is the process that does 90% of work, and 10% of work is done in the physical world. So once you start feeling disconnected with your creative process, you will always be under a fear that whether you can achieve this or not. You will not be in your true potential. You will not be in your authenticity. You will not be in your freedom, because you will always be dependent on somebody's point of view, on somebody's judgment, on somebody's projection that how good you are to live this life. So first, awareness that I'm clear. Now let's go to the B part, and the B is called the belief. Okay, abundance is all about believing in yourself. Now these, again coming back to the same backlogs, or the back thinking that people have. Beliefs are those underlying operating systems that make us do or not do anything, right? So you might be logically thinking that I have a very strong process or a great idea or very good setup to make sure that I live in abundance, but when it comes to action, your beliefs are going to make you do only what you internally or subconsciously believe in. So most of the time we are not even aware what our beliefs, and we'll be surprised when you start working on them layer by layer, unpeeling the onion, and that is how you reach the core of your belief. So most of the times people would say that I think I feel confident, I am good and all, but the moment they sit with their own self, they start thinking that why am I not able to progress in life? Why am I not developing the courage to change my profession, to do something better, to step out of my comfort zone? Then that is the time you are going to go deep into and self-introspect about what is that underlying operating belief that is making you not break those shackles that you have created within you. So beliefs can be like, I'm not worthy enough, I'm not good enough, money is very difficult to earn, and we must save every time, which is a good belief. But people who stop enjoying life and they just have this very strong feeling that we must always save and only save, that is not, because there you are not creating self-love for yourself. You're not giving self-respect or self-honoring your own values, own talents, own skills, and your own work that you are doing. So there could be like hundreds and thousands of beliefs that can be operating silently within you. And they are also known as the paradigms. Paradigms are the mental models that completely rule your lives. From the time you wake up in the morning till the time you sleep, most of your actions, most of your thinking, most of your behaviors are coming from your paradigm. So if you don't change your paradigm, and if you think if I work harder, I am going to get what I want, you're sadly mistaken, because paradigm is your boss and you must learn to work on your paradigms. So here I would suggest the best way to do is to start journaling, okay? And ask yourself this great question, that if you are not being an abundant thinker overall, or if you are not feeling abundant in any area of your life, be it wealth, be it your relationship, be it your great health, be it your personal dealings with people or your living conditions, what are those underlying beliefs that I first thought about me, especially when I was a child, and secondly, what are those underlying beliefs that I got from my family. This is super important, with most of the people miss out. If our parents, especially my parents, were, we were from a service class, my father was in army, we always had enough, but we never had extra. Right? So we always had this belief within us that it's not that we don't have it, but it's also not that we haven't plenty. And we were always adjusting, right? So just to mention, I have two elder brothers, and when my eldest brother, he got a bicycle at that time, I'm talking about like donkey number of years back, he used the bicycle and he gave it to my brother, and then my second brother, he gave it to me. So that is how I got, what do you call, third hand, probably first, second, third hand or second hand bike, and that is how I started, my journey of riding a bicycle. Now, that's okay that we have to make adjustments in life, but it all depends how we perceive things. If we have been told again and again that this is how things work, this is how people grow, or this is how it is meant to be, you will always and always get what is lower and then you're going to get higher. Then probably you need to rethink, because that is a belief that goes against thinking abundant. Thinking abundance has no boundaries, no limitations, and everything that you can think about can be created in your life. So there is no hard and fast rule that you have to go from a lower or not so not so good feeling to a great feeling. Okay. So this is one thing that you need to sit and think about your beliefs, because beliefs are everything. Henry Ford said that whether you can do it or you can't do it, you are absolutely right. So it is your belief that is going to decide how you can make yourself better by changing those beliefs. Question is, how are you going to change those beliefs? So changing your beliefs is very easy. Once you identify your beliefs, and once you are in acceptance, I'm using the word acceptance and awareness that yes, this is my underlying belief. And those beliefs can sometimes surface in one time, or you would continue getting the awareness if you are doing your journaling every day. I was really surprised when I was doing energetic work or spiritual work, just self-connecting with my own self. And when I was thinking about, how I should go and talk to people about abundance, I realized that when I visioned myself thinking about that abundant energy, there was a slight change of feeling at my heart center. Okay. And I was really surprised, because I always thought that I know very well now that how to live in abundance. Okay. But when the moment I experienced that discomfort at my heart chakra, at my heart, I realized that there is a roadblock. There is a blockage somewhere that still needs to be released. So beliefs are something that you're not going to change overnight. They're going to take time, but you're going to win the battle the moment you identify and acknowledge that yes, this is what something which is holding me back. So your 85% work is always done the moment you acknowledge any challenge. Then rest 15% is all the process or the action that you need to take. So this is the second thing, belief. And now let's come to C part. And the C part is something that most of the people fail to do it. Because again, they don't have the awareness, they don't have the belief that they can do it, or they are on the right track, they are on the right path, and that's the reason they are not able to fulfill the third part, that is the C part. And that third part is called consistency. You need to be consistent, you need to be committed to whatever you want to manifest in life. If you want to be an abundant thinker, you cannot deviate, you cannot be fickle-minded by thinking that, oh, whether it is working or not working, oh, am I getting this closer or I'm not getting it closer to this. Am I going to achieve my goals, or should I change my goals? People say don't think very high. Should I put myself at the lower pedestal and then think and at a mediocre level, or should I maintain and keep visualizing and thinking what I want? So consistency is something that you need to bring it in your life, and with complete faith, absolutely faith, every day, day in, day out, you have to be in the same frequency, with the same belief that you are an abundant thinker and you are manifesting what you want. There is no way that you are not going to get it if your process is right. And don't fret, I'll tell you. See, everybody begins with lots of hit, trial, errors and other, I would say, goof ups in life, right? I also started when I started to think of manifestation by understanding whatever I could. Like my mentor always says that you might have heard about certain things 1,000 times, but it all depends, are you in the frequency to understand it? Now you say, yeah, I have heard this, that law of attraction is powerful, law of attraction, but are you in the real process of absorbing it, consuming it, understanding it? And that comes only and only by taking action. When you will falter, when you will fall down, that is the time when you are going to understand what has gone wrong and where can you improve. So I also started my journey with lot of hit and trial methods. I also failed miserably. People judged me. People told me that, Ghazal, when you are not staying in abundance, how can you teach abundance to people? I was told so many things by people, but I continued with only one faith, and that faith was that this thing works. Manifestation works. And when it works, it is going to work for me also. So the best thing is that if you want to initiate and if you want to really expedite the process of whatever you are doing, start telling to people, start teaching to people with your own understanding. Give them lots and lots of faith and courage and tell them that they are infinite souls. They have everything within them. It is just they need to tune in. You don't have to work hard all the time. You can get lot of things with grace and love too. You don't have, God has not sent us down only to work hard, slog, and then think that, okay, with the remaining time, what else can I do? There are so many things that we can easily get them with lot of grace and love. And grace and love comes in your creative state. It comes in your spiritual state. It comes in your emotional state when you are in oneness with what you are. So if you want to be the person you are, you must be committed to your beliefs that I am already that person. Visualization is a very powerful tool. Most of the people know it by now because it has been promoted a lot to an extent, wherein people have mastered this talent, right? And that's a very beautiful thing. But you must reach a point in visualization where, once again, I'm emphasizing, there is no separation between who you are right now and what you want to become. If you are going to visualize from this point that, okay, I am just a person who is probably trying to meet two ends, and I am now thinking that one day somebody comes, helps me, and then I am taken to a higher level, and then I see myself building a house, and then I see that I've got a good job. You are not allowed to make the process. I told you, Alexa is God's thing. Don't take it in your hand. Just be that person. Go directly there and see what you are doing. You are already living in that house and building the business, or doing the job, or doing the work that you love to do, uplifting the humanity and making a great contribution. Whatever you have envisioned in your mind, start living that life in your visualization. That is what I recommend to everybody. Till the time you don't do that, you are already creating a separation, a lack within yourself. When you say, I have to work wealthy, work hard to become wealthy, that is the thing that you are saying that you still haven't got it. And when you say, I am wealthy, I am doing everything that is required to be wealthy, can you see the change in the energy? Can you see with how much ease and love and grace you are attracting things in your life? This is how law of attraction works. So law of attraction is never the primary law. Law of attraction is always the secondary law. Law of attraction's first law is the law of vibration. आप जिस वाइब्रेशन में रहेंगे आपको उसी तरह की थॉट्स आएंगे और उसी तरह के रिजल्ट्स मिलेंगे. So the moment you increase your thought levels, go into the vibrational of love, and that is how you are going to change the results in your life. So these are the ABCs of being an abundant thinker. And to be an abundant thinker, you must learn to do things that you are not doing in your present life. And Richard Brand always says this beautiful thing that I love to carry. If you get an opportunity in your life that you have never ever got, first say yes and then figure out how are you going to do it. Because if you think from your present state, natural state, logical state of now, your mind will never say yes to it. अगर आप ऑलरेडी यहाँ बैठे बैठे जानते हैं लॉजिकली कि आपको क्या चीज कैसे अचीव करनी है, that means you are not at all using your potential. Your goal should always be something that you have no single idea how you're going to get it, but you just have one conviction, one commitment that you are going to get it. That is the right way of being an abundant thinker. Now let's move on to the second part, and that is how you can be a spiritual thinker. Okay, because everything begins from your heart and from spirituality. When we are doing these processes of getting into law of attraction, of building our thoughts to a positive manner, they are all great ways of doing it. But as I always mention with my own personal experience, if you want to expedite your process and make sure that it works, then you have to make sure that you are working at spiritual level and at emotional level as well. So let's take the first step in spirituality that is going to make you become an abundant thinker. In fact, a magnet who can attract anything in life related to abundance. And the first thing is to learn to open your heart. That is the first thing that you must do, because 90% of people in this world are living with either closed or some kind of blockage in their heart, including me. I also created lots and lots of blockages in my heart because of a lot of life situations from our birth till now. We don't want to get hurt. And that's the reason we shut down, we close ourselves, and we protect ourselves from not getting hurt from people. And that is how we close our heart. Unconsciously, we don't do it knowingly. So you can be very kind at heart, you can still be very nice, you can be very polite, you can be very social, you can be a great contributor, you can be a great person who's giving a lot of service to people, but still you can have a closed heart, or you can have strong blockages in your heart. Because in these scenarios, you are very good at giving to people, but you are very limited in taking things from people. You have created certain boundaries, or you have worn certain armors that is not allowing that love to reach to your heart that you truly and truly deserve. That's the reason abundance does not take place, because we have blockages in our heart. And although we logically believe that abundance is something that I truly deserve, but your heart is completely or partially blocked. So first thing you need to do is you need to open your heart and bring lots and lots of love to you, because everything in this world starts from inside to outside. There is no other way out. Whatever, whether you admit or not, is happening in your life, it is all and all because you are the originator. people have not done anything to you. Because even if they have done something, we always had the choice how we reacted to it. If we had the process where we thought that, okay, this is something which is not too good happen to me, but I don't intend to keep it within me, I intend or choose to let it go, we would create a very clear or clean system. जिस तरह घर की रेगुलर सफाई होती रहती है, and once in a while we go into that deep cleaning thing, wherein we ensure that everything is cleaned from a deeper side, and everything we use, sometimes we use some chemicals also. Same way, we also require a deep cleaning spiritually, energetically in our body, because all the feelings are stored in our body in an energy form. And जब आपके घर में पुराना कचरा बाहर जाएगा नहीं, तो नए कचरे को डालोगे कहाँ? Because the space is this only, isn't it? So your body is this, and if your body is a reflection of whatever you are thinking, then you have to continuously circulate and transmute the energy that has been accumulated in your body, right? So this is important to open your heart. And how are you now going to open your heart? So very quickly we're going to do this meditation of 2-3 minutes, and I'm going to give you the process how you're going to open your heart, so that in case there is any kind of blockage, you can easily remove it. Okay. So first and the foremost thing that you need to do, if you want to clear any kind of blockage or any kind of hindrance, negative belief, you have to set an intention. Every single word that you speak is being heard by the source, by the energy, by the God, or by the people who are guiding you in this spiritual world. Okay. So whatever intention you set in, you have to be very clear, and it should come from your heart. So first and the foremost thing is that whatever challenge you are facing, set an intention that you want to overcome that challenge and why you want to do that. So the best thing first is to sit and write down whatever is your limiting belief and what is the result that you want. So very clearly write what is happening, and second, what you want to achieve in life. Then the next thing that you need to do is that you need to sit, close your eyes. And today we're just going to talk about abundance. So what you're going to visualize is that there is this beautiful golden light, because golden is a sign of prosperity, of abundance. The golden light is coming to you in your body, and it is filling each and every part of your body, starting from your head to your face, to your neck, to your chest, stomach, going down to your legs, and filling your arms and hands too. And from here, now you're going to see that there is a very huge eye, a very huge big eye, somewhere very far off. And that is the eye of the universe. And now you're reflecting your entire energy, the golden energy, to that eye. And that eye is taking that energy, and then that eye is reflecting back that energy back to the earth. So probably you will have to see down, because that earth is down and you are at a higher level. And whatever you can see, if you can see down the forests, the landscapes, people, buildings, whatever, everything has a layer of that golden energy. So this is like a spotlight that has been put by the eye, and it's a golden color of spotlight with a golden energy. Now just look down and see and just feel. Don't do anything. And just see and feel that how are you feeling about seeing this energy or seeing anything that has been on a spotlight. What do you see? What do you feel? It's a light of abundance. Can you relate with it? Can you be a part of it? Whatever. And just be there. And make a mental note of whatever you are feeling. And now, staying in that same environment of being abundant, set an intention that whatever is inside me, I'm letting it go. I'm willing to release any kind of limiting belief or pattern within me that is creating this experience or this condition. So give a command to yourself and set an intention for the new belief that you want. And then slowly open your eyes. And this is what you're going to do multiple times. Connect with abundance as much as you can. Whatever feeling you had when you saw that energy, whatever awareness you received, whatever thought you had, just write it down. And you will be surprised that there will be a lot of things that will be revealed to you unconsciously. And you will understand that, oh my God, is that so? I never thought of it. Some thought or some belief will surface, not immediately maybe, but after some time, maybe after a day or so or somewhere, wherein you will see and feel that, okay, this is something that I need to work upon. So that could be your underlying core belief, and then set an intention against it, and next day you can do the process again by giving a command to release the old pattern and start it. Okay. So here I'm seeing lots and lots of comments. Okay, so Ashutosh has given a great comment. Abundance comes from attitude of gratitude. Beautiful, Ashutosh. Absolutely, because when you are opening your heart to love, and gratitude stays there, it is always there. So when you are being grateful for the things, because in my coming next, I think it is next or the next one, where I'm going to completely reveal what I do in my morning rituals, because many people call me and ask me that what is your morning ritual, and I'm going to share everything with you step by step that has literally transformed my life, and I would love to see you all doing that and taking a beautiful quantum leap in your life. Okay, paradigms, Achal, are those I would say mental models, or you can, as I say that, you know, if you have a mobile and in the mobile you cannot operate without downloading certain apps. So these are the apps. Now certain apps are good, but certain apps you might feel that they are useless, they are not serving you, right? So paradigms are those mental models. Once they are installed, then they cannot be changed till the time you consciously change. So till the time you don't uninstall and put a new app, similarly till the time you don't uninstall your old paradigm, you cannot get a new paradigm. So if your paradigm is always doing more for people than what is required, like I was the one, if I have to, I will always mentally and logically think that, okay, I'm probably going to gift him something worth 2,000 rupees. But when I go to buy, I would always indulge and buy something of 4,000 rupees, thinking that chalo theek hai na, it's okay, it's my feeling, it's my gesture. But this was not a good habit, because when your saving mode or saving process is not stronger than your spending process, of course you will be depleting your financial resources. So I had to control this paradigm. I had to build a new paradigm by thinking that whatever I am going to think, I'm going to stick by my decision, and I am not going to now deviate or get overruled by my own emotional subconscious paradigm, which always makes me overspend things. So just a small example. So these are your paradigms. They are the basic principles that you have to learn. Okay, so thanks, Preeti. So this is what I would end my today's session with, saying that mindset is super important, but when it comes to being an abundant thinker, always remember it is more of an emotional and spiritual work, and you are the creator. Okay, so do not consider that separation, that creator is somebody and I'm just an instrumental to that. That is why we always say that universe is the co-creator. Sometimes we use this word co-creator. Why? Because whatever is done is in partnership. I cannot do anything alone because I am a part of that source. I am the source. So I have no right to differentiate myself. So that is why you are never alone, you are never left behind, and you have all the powers to do everything. Just need to tap in, get into the right process and use them so that you can be an abundant thinker. And with this, I'm going to end my today's session. Next time, I'm going to see you once again with some amazing awareness, and I'll continue giving whatever I am learning and whatever has transformed my life. Do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Mindset Power Shot, and also do not forget to follow me on my Instagram, because you will get lots and lots of knickknacks, hints, and lots of some great insights about mindset and spirituality that you might not listen in this show. Thank you so much. God bless you and see you soon.